Alright, so in this video, I'll share with you my honest experience being a remote sales rep. And this is gonna be probably the opposite of what everyone else is telling you online. All these other gurus telling you should do this model, and you should do the remote sales, you should do drop shipping or whatever it is, you know? And a lot of people, they paint up remote sales as this like get rich quick thing where you can just like literally start making money tomorrow, and it's like just type messages on your phone and you make 10k a month and all that shit. And I'm here to tell you that a lot of that stuff to a big extent is complete BS. And I've been in this industry now for the last 3 years, and I made over $100,000 at 21 years old purely from remote sales. So I'll share with you exactly like the pain, the struggles, the good sides of it, and also like the bad sides, so you can actually make your own judgment if there's something that you should do or not. So by the end of this video, you have the full picture, you understand exactly how it works, and you'll be able to make that call yourself. So first thing you need to understand, and the first question you probably have is like, is remote sales like the ultimate solution to making money online? And I think the short answer, in my opinion, is like it depends. You know, it depends a lot. It depends on where you're at in your own journey. When I was starting off, I had ran like a marketing agency. I was doing trading. I was doing affiliate marketing, and I also did like drop shipping for a while. And I failed with those businesses for a long time because of this one reason that remote sales kind of solves. You know, so. Because the thing you need to understand is like most business models out there, most like business opportunities where you can make 10k a month online, most of those businesses requires you to start an entire company, you know, where you need to do sales, you need to do marketing, you need to do fulfillment, multiple different things for you to start actually making your first 10k a month doing it. And that's why I struggled with a lot of the other opportunities for a long time. And when it comes to that, like remote sales solves that problem, you know, because as a remote sales rep, instead of having to focus on 10 different skills, marketing, sales, building a business, and like growing an entire company and running your own ads, converting people, building out landing pages, and figuring out which products are like popular right now, or like taking a huge amount of risk and things like that. Instead of having to do all that, you basically just go into a job. You know, you're working a remote job for an online entrepreneur, which just allows you to like have way more focus on one single skill. So I think that's probably like the first like benefit of it. You know, it doesn't mean that it's a get rich quick, but it means that like you can put all of your energy and your effort into one single skill, which allowed, at least for me, to break through way faster. Like I was doing an agency for 2 years, and I made some money from it, but like the profit was really low, and I was really inconsistent. I made 10k some months, 2k some months, and I was like pretty much all the money was going back into the business, and I was working like 14 hours per day, stressed out. Whereas I got into remote sales, and by doing remote sales, I was able to go from zero, never having done remote sales before, to making my first 10k a month in around 4.5 months, roughly, with starting like from scratch, you know. So like the path from going from zero to your first 10k a month is probably one of like the fastest journeys you can do by pursuing remote sales. There isn't really like any other business model where you can grow that quickly, you know. Because the thing you need to realize, the thing that you probably don't get right now when it comes to like making money online, the thing that most people get wrong is they think they're just looking for like the next hot business model, you know. They're just looking for something that's gonna pop off, and like the next drop shipping, the next trading, or like the next crypto coin, or whatever it is, you know. The thing you need to realize, like, you don't need to find the perfect business model. What you need to focus on is just becoming valuable. You need to learn skills. The reason why you're not making as much money as we're making right now is because you're not actually that valuable. And it's probably gonna trigger you when I say that, but that's the reality, you know. And what that means is like you need to focus on is learning skills, learning fundamental skills in business. And the better you get at those skills, the more money that you will make effortlessly. Like if you can master important skills, you will never have to worry about money ever again. And that is exactly what sales is about. Because like learning sales, you're basically learning the most fundamental skill set in business, you know. You're learning how to communicate with people, how to get people to give you money. So it's not easy. Like it's gonna require you to show up. It's gonna require you to put in work. It's gonna require you to get some type of coaching, get into a good business to work for, and things like that. And that's part also what I help my students in. So if you're interested in getting my help with this, you can click the top link in the description here below, and you can actually work with me and get my help to learn the skill and things like that. But with that being said, like it's gonna require you to like put in time. It's gonna require you to put in effort. It's gonna require you to get good at the skill set. It's not like get rich quick, you know. You're gonna have to put in time, get trained up, and really like focus your time and energy on mastering and like learning how to communicate, learning persuasion and things like that. But with that being said, learning that skill is going to set you up for life. Every single super successful entrepreneur, like business owner, people that's done really, really well in life, they started off by learning sales, you know. And when you learn sales, your life is becomes so much easier, you know. Dating and networking and like just making money in general, like your baseline goes from here to here, you know, because worst case scenario, you can always go into some type of business and then help them sell when you've learned that skill set. You never really run the risk of going broke ever again. And so if we kind of backtrack here a bit, so like, okay, so the opportunity of doing remote sales, the reason why I think it's good is because you don't have to learn multiple different skills. You don't actually have to like run your own business. You don't have to do marketing, sales. You're focusing on one single skill. That's why it allowed me to, at a very young age, at 21 years old, make my first 10K a month consistently and start actually like building a life of freedom, you know. The cons, like really like I think the only like big con that I'll say about it is you're kind of tied. Like when you're doing it, you have location freedom and you get financial freedom. Time freedom though, you don't have complete control over your own schedule. You know, to some extent you have to be on calls and you're calling people and you have to be in front of your computer if you're a closer, or if you're a seller you have to be on the phone. That's really the main con there. And like it's not like a huge thing. It's like if you compare that small con to, for example, having to start your own dropshipping store or having to do like a complete like doing trading or doing like Amazon FBA and things like that, it's gonna be so much harder. So it's not even a comparison in between. But that's one thing I'm gonna take into account. And also the thing that if you start remote sales, again, it's not a get rich quick. If you come into it expecting you to just be able to make 10K a month tomorrow, it's not gonna happen. You will have to show up, you will have to train, you'll have to have someone who can like actually show you how to learn the skill set if you wanna get really good at it. And it's gonna take commitment, it's gonna take hard work, it's gonna be uncomfortable, so you're gonna get into something new and like learn new skills and get into a new space and things like that. So you have to have that like internal drive and like actual the commitment to get into it. But if you have that, it's by far, in my opinion, the simplest and the fastest way you can change your life in a very short amount of time. And also, the thing you need to realize, and like how I think of it, remote sales isn't the end all be all, you know, it's the start. If you're broke right now and you want to start making money online, or you try making money online and you haven't actually made it yet, remote sales is where you start, you know, because by getting into remote sales, you start making money online. You can start like putting some cash aside. You can start putting like 10K, 20, 30, 50K in the bank, saving up your first 100K in the bank, you know, you're stacking that money aside, put it into investments, start investing into crypto, real estate, start your own business, you know, pour the skills, the experience that you've learned from working with a business owner into starting your own business. And you'll be in a so much better position to do whatever you want, you know. So you kind of have to humble yourself a bit, you know, to get into it. I had to do that because I was really like, when I got into remote sales, I was like, okay, I had the mindset like, I'm never gonna work for someone else ever in my entire life. I'm just gonna work for myself, be my own business owner, and I'm never gonna like lower myself to the standard of going into a normal job, you know. And obviously remote sales, you're going into a job, you know. You'll have to humble yourself to an extent. It might feel like you're even taking a step back if you've just been doing entrepreneurship and you've been so set, like, I'm gonna be entrepreneur, I'm gonna be business owner, all that stuff, you know. But it's a very productive step back that you're taking, you know. And it's not, honestly, it's not even a step back. It's like if you do it, let's say you do remote sales for 2 years, you stack a bunch of cash, you know. You're learning a lot of experience, you learn a lot of important skills, you shift your beliefs around money, and you get mentored by free from a successful business owner. And then you can use that in 2 years to start your own business and have it take off so much faster because all this base that you've built, versus starting the business on like a completely like shattered and a very weak base. Then it's gonna take an additional 2 years for the business to pop off regardless, you know. So you're better off like going back, humbling yourself, learning a skill, stacking cash, getting experience, and then using that to start your own business 100%. And that's my plan as well. That's why I got into this. I went into this with the mindset that I'm not gonna be a remote sales rep forever. I'm doing this right now to get experience for a couple of years to get really good at selling, which I know is a fundamental skill. And I'm taking cash and using that with investments and business ideas and business venture I wanna do, to then pour that into my own ventures and eventually be able to scale that to like my long-term goals of building complete freedom and like making a lot of money online and be able to build a life of location freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, like completely, you know, to the next level. So That's why I document on my channel as well. So if you want to follow along on this journey and see like how my journey develops, subscribe. Make sure you don't miss out on the future videos. And again, if you want to learn this stuff from me directly and get the exact blueprint of how you can get into remote sales and start making money doing it, click the top link in the description down below and you'll be able to join for just $99 per month, and I can help you closely, give you the guidance, give you the support to actually go from zero beginner to be able to make your first 5K per month online and then be able to scale up from there. So if you're interested in that, click the link and I'll be able to work with you more closely. If not, no worries either way. And I'll see you here tomorrow as always in the next video. So comment what you think down below, leave a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and I'll see you soon. Take care, ciao!